What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Pour Michigan Reviews. We're sticking to the Michigan theme. We've got beer from Williamston, Michigan. It's going to be from Old Nation. This is going to be the Rubikon. We have an Italian-style Pilsner, guys, coming in at 4.8% ABV, 20 IBUs listed on the can, and we have a fresh canned on date of 1/12/23. So this was given to me as a sample from Josh at Imperial. Thanks so much, man. We will be carrying this product soon at the store. It's an Old Nation beer. Typically the newest one in rotation we're going to throw into the mix. Old Nation's big enough where we give them the time of day, guys. They sell pretty well. Notoriously known for their famous M43 and Boss Tweed. Now, they have many other SKUs, but of course known for their hazy game. I like to see them branching outside of that hazy game, going to older styles, more classic styles, if you will. But this one's Italian, so it's not your typical Pilsner. It's that Italian-style Pilsner. We'll see. We have proper glassware. Old Nation. Let's pour it up, guys. So again, I will not be uploading as frequently, most likely. I have a lot going on as I'm becoming a father, guys. Getting rooms ready, doing things at the house. As you can see, okay, a lot of baby stuff. Get that to focus. Going on a trip to Miami shortly. So again, bear with me if you don't see me uploading as frequently. Well, there's a lot going on in my life, so I will be doing this, but again, kind of lowering some of my consumption of alcohol as well, but still love doing this, so I will keep doing this. Here we go. Beautiful looking beer with great carbonation. You guys can see it. It's beautiful, pillowy white head sitting on top, incredible carbonation. Pilsner looking beautifully clear, if you will. So I like that. It does have a little chill haze, I will say, but it's not your typical hazy beer from Old Nation, so we like to see that. That's quite a dense, pillowy head. I'm going to try to get an aroma through it, guys, see if I can get anything. Super clean, crackery malt. Maybe a little bit of herbal spiciness based on that Italian Pilsner style. It's still hoppy. It's almost like slightly biscuity too, but it's earthy. Slightly herbaceous, and again, I will say it's got that little like peppery spice on the end of it. But it smells beautifully clean. It smells good. Absolute crusher on the nose. Let's hope it follows in the taste, guys. It's the Rubikon. Cheers. Ooh, yeah. Even spicier than I thought. It's got quite a nice spicy presence on the back end that's mixed with like floral, earthy, herbaceous bitterness, I would say, on the back end. Almost like a rye, peppery spice for a moment. And that's how a lot of Pilsners are. But this one actually comes across even a tad bit more spicy than maybe some would be accustomed to. But I will say this also has an extra hoppy kick to it. It's got something a little bit extra flexing on the palate that you're not typically getting in some Pilsners. It's still very smooth through the front and middle, and that back end hits you with a little bit of hoppy spice. Again, it's a notch up from other Pilsners. It's still very tasty though. It's very clean, and it's quite dry also. As I'm talking and I keep talking about the lasting effects of the beer, my palate dried out actually. So diving back in. Wow. It's intensely spicy, I will say. I mean, it's slightly herbally. That earthy spice. I mean, it's like peppercorn. It's like rye off like a rye barrel for a moment. I'm not trying to be over dramatic, but it has that much of like a spicy mix that kind of intertwines with the carbonation, and it gets you this like zippy peppery feel on the back end of your palate. That's different. I kind of enjoy it. I don't know if other people would be ready for that spice factor that plays in on the back. But again, kind of this like floral, crackery malt through the middle. And it leads into this like peppercorn, almost like rye serrano kind of bite to it. And then it finishes quite dry. But again, that little hoppy punch adds a little extra factor to this beer that you don't typically get in some Pilsners. That's nice. I like it. That's for me. But again, I don't know if everybody else will like it as much as I do, I suppose. So absolute crusher through the middle, almost brute-like through the middle. Very, very carbonated, smooth, zippy, yet crushable. But a bite. It's got a bite to it, man. I mean, it just lingers. It lingers and lingers. Again, a little bit of floral herbaceousness, a little bit of that hot bite, a little bit of that zippy carbonation, and again, how many times can I repeat myself? It's got that little bite, that little peppery, peppercorn, serrano pepper, almost rye barrel bite to it if I had to describe it, guys. It's different. I like it. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Solid stuff. This one's up my alley. I don't know if it'll be up yours. Absolutely crushable, though. Yeah. A little bit of like cereal grain in there, too, coming out. But, you know, a little bit of corn in there as well. Just a little bit more green and crisp than most. I'm going to go 3.85 out of 5. I think it's good. I don't think it's like the greatest beer I've ever had, but it's awesome for the style. It's a little bit different. I will remember it. It's got a little twist to an Italian-style Pilsner, guys. A little bit something extra. So, yeah, you've heard the review. It is what it is. I'm Dan. I'll see you guys in the next review. Cheers.